So this is the car. It's looking really neat. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. And in this video I bought another Mark II. So I've been looking around for interior parts. Like the Mark II's interior isn't quite complete, and I wanted another set of like OEM seats. Ideally bucket seats would have been nice, but I want like a quality set. What I've got in the car now is just horrible. So I've been looking for some OE seats, and I finally found a set. I asked the guy like, could I buy the seats out of the car only? So he said no, I just want to sell the car complete. And we came to a deal and I bought it. So the car has no engine, no gearbox, no papers. The car's been scrapped, so it's really just a parts car. I mean, I could register it if I want to, but I haven't quite dug into it well enough yet. So that's the thing. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through to my parents. That's where the car is. I fetched it 2 or 3 days ago. The wheel bearings, all of those things are shot. There's like one bolt holding the front suspension in on the passenger side. It's really sketchy, but the car is where I need it to be now, and I can get working on it. I'm going to move the seats over. Unfortunately, the weather is not great. I would have loved to clean the seats and then put them in, but the driver's side seat has a little bit of a tear in it, so that I'm going to have repaired this week, God willing. But yeah, let me not ramble on too much. Let's get there and I will show you guys around. So the weather today is not ideal, but at least it's not hot. So this is the car. It is in bad shape. I was really hoping the windscreen wasn't cracked. So the pictures that I saw online, I couldn't really see. So the license expired in 2012 already. So it's a GTI. It's got rivets in the front arch. At least it's got the complete GTI door trim. It's got the skirts on it. The rear arch is scratched up. I saw this in the pictures. It was like a weird, I don't know, like a kind of like a crease. So the car came with one wheel. I needed to go to Matthew to get, he's had a few spare wheels for me, so I got that from him. I got 4 wheels from him, and I actually think the car's locked. So that's the rear bumper. I mean, the rear bumper is not bad. And the side. So the main reason for getting this car was just the exact same interior that I've got in my car. So it seems like the 8-valve GTI got this blue, and then I know some of the, like the Fox got it as well. Yeah, that's really what I've been looking for a while. So I'm gonna go through it, open it up, check out the seats, just pull the seats out, and this is the driver's side seat. See, so it's just that I want to have repaired. It shouldn't be too much of a mission. So this bolstering here is a bit bad. This one's not too bad. I mean, from what I've seen previously, like, these seats are bad. You should have seen what mine looked like. Maybe I can insert a picture of what my seat looked like. That was like really bad. The seat's rocking, but I'll pull that out and see if I can line that up. And then I don't have this trim in my car because I didn't have the screws for it. So I'm going to pull the screws out of this one and put it into my car. And then lastly is the mirror. So currently I've got a automatic mirror in my car, so it doesn't have the adjustment on the inside. There's a little knob, So when I'm driving the car fast-ish, the mirror moves because it doesn't have the manual adjustments. I'm going to pull this one off, put it on my car because I want it decent. It's a kind of decent mirror. And yeah, I think that's it. So then on my car, what I want to do today is I need to get the petrol flap from Jamil, and I'm going to put in like a sponge in the Dave Ingle catch can that I got. So I spoke to Dave. He said I can just use Scotch-Brite because the foam that he has is all like broken and brittle. So I'm gonna put in some sort of foamy thing, and then that should be okay for a while. So what I didn't show you guys earlier is the car came with a CLI front. So it's got the grille. The grille looks really good. Most of the tabs, no, it looks kind of broken, but I could probably make it work. Came with this random BMW nav, and the lights. What mileage? So this car had really low mileage. That's 164,000. I mean, that cluster still looks really decent. This is actually a decent cluster. So I mean, I don't know what happened to it, but like I can tell by the seats that it was kind of decent. So this is the issue. I will have to try and get another light. So this is a mount. It's also got a 16-valve steering wheel in it, but that wheel has seen better days. I don't know where this car is, on a farm or something, because like everything is like brown. So that, I actually didn't know that it came with that. So that's a win. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna put the rear seats back into this car just for a bit, see what it's like, see if it's quieter in the cabin, less exhaust noise, just sort of make it look cleaner. I'm also thinking about doing water meth, so I'm probably gonna like put it in this area, and if I can just conceal it a bit, I think it just makes it better. So Jamil wants to put in like a big 10 liter. I don't know if a 10 liter is gonna fit in this area. Probably maybe in that area over there. That'll be cool. So this is my current situation. So it just looks quite empty here. So I'm gonna put cubbyhole back in, put that bottom strip back in, and this should clean up that area. Yeah, that is something that's been bothering me for a while. Will just look a bit neater. I'd have loved to clean the carpet. Oh flip, I need to get these ugly seats out. I actually can't wait. They are so uncomfortable and they're so high. Got my cubby back in. Looks decent. And this panel, now you can't see like the wiring and stuff. Look, that's cool. So I couldn't quite get this bottom one. I need to do a thin like nut and bolt. Not ideal. Like look how small these things are. So it goes through, but there's nothing to thread through in that center console area. But other than that, I am so happy that I got that in. So this ashtray is actually better than mine because it still has that clip in it. So when I pull it out, it only comes out that far, and then you have to, which is really cool. My cigarette lighter is actually nicer. It's like full logo on it. So I actually just forgot that I could just pull these seats out and show you guys. So this is what the driver's side seat looked like, and that's exactly why I took it out. It just looked horrible. So I had like those Uscava, I think that's what it is, Uscava, whatever. I had those sheepskin seat covers on it. Philip, what a tongue twister. So I had those on it, and that's kind of how I ran the seats. And I actually forgot that this seat had a tear in it there. So because the way I stored it, it wasn't great. So like you can see the bosses are kind of like indented a bit, but see, that feels nice and solid. So I don't know if upholsterers can just mix and match and take the good bits and make like a decent set out of it. And then this is my rears. They still look decent, they just need to be clean. There's a bit of a rip there, but the other seats is actually not any better, so they just need to be cleaned. These are just dirty, and then there's a little bit of a spring in its step. But I'm gonna get these into the car. So I just vacuumed this area, took the seat out, and the sun has come out, and I'm kind of tempted to clean the seat a bit. You know, if I clean it, maybe it'll dry up in like a few hours. Not that I want to be here for like that long, but let's see. It's got the seat in. Feels so good, but there's an issue. The seat belt is different. So this is actually like old OEM, still has the VW badge on it, seat belt, but it's smaller, so I actually can't get. This doesn't actually go inside of it, so I have to pull the seat out again and just replace that with the one on my old seat. So we've got enough sun. I'm just going to commit, I'm going to clean them. That's so satisfying. So I just took the driver's side seat out. You can see it's a bit skew, like the balsa's pulled over to the side, but I'm going to clean it up for a bit, put it in the car, take it for a drive, and then maybe just take it out again. So it's been a bit since I've updated. What I just did is I replaced this mirror. So I had a mirror in here that was automatic, basically for like a 16 valve exec or something, so I couldn't make any adjustments on the mirror with this guy over here. So at least now the mirror kind of moves, so that's a win. And I'm going to put the seats back in. So I just put these covers back in here. So I'm going to try and find a backboard, put the seats in, and at least I can cover this up. Then I'm going to find an OEM backboard that is like not easy to find. And once the seats are back in, I should be mostly done. I don't know, I'll go through that car and see what else there is, but I need to clean this up. The seats should be dry now. They look decent. So yeah, let me get the seats in and we'll see what else is left to do. So I've got the rear seats in. It's looking really neat. So that's front and rear in. I just sat in it and I'm loving it. It feels so good. So I'm gonna get that sorted out. Don't worry about that for now. But like the height that I'm sitting at, usually I'm sitting and it's like that, but yeah, that is really nice. Got that sorted out, got my cubby back on. It's been a successful day. So I'm gonna get to the catch can. I should actually replace this coin because I've got a red one, but I'll do that some other time. So I'm gonna add that sponge into the catch can and go fetch the petrol flap. So I just put foam in my catch can. So what I'm using is, this is like 2-flash sponge, so I just cut it up so I could cut it down, but you see it's got like sponge in it, and then at least I know that the oil shouldn't get through there. It is breathable, I checked, so I think that is a good alternative. Seeing that I couldn't get proper foam from Dave, at least this will hold it together. And that's how it looks with the cover over it. It looks cool, like it looks neat. So I'm very, very happy with that. I'm on my way to the workshop now. I set my seat fairly low, and then I went to the adjuster and I adjusted it like lower, and it's like I can put the seat on the floor. This is amazing. So yeah, flip, I had such a good day. Like, these things have been bothering me for so long. Yeah, I'm feeling really happy now, flip. So just cruising through to the workshop. I need to put in fuel. Fuel is quite low. I was gonna run eth, so I was like, yeah, that's a win. So maybe I'll put in just a little bit of fuel, so that when I do throw in eth, I don't have to throw in too much, because the last time I threw in a full 25 litre and it's quite a bit. So I just put on the fuel cap and the car is now complete. So I want to do like paintless dent removal, replace the front windscreen. I was hoping that that Mk2 I bought had a decent dash in it, but I'll probably have to buy another car for another dash. But I will find a decent crackless dash. That is the goal. But yeah, the car is coming together very nicely. Yeah, now that I've got the petrol flap back on, the car is good. So now just slowly but surely keep improving it. Try and do some paintless dent removal in the next month or so. Should clean it up quite a bit. There's a lot of dents on this car. I need to figure out what I'm going to do with that Mk2. So when I get back now, I have to like try and pack things away and neaten up and whatever, but probably not going to keep it and turn it into a race car. Probably just try and get my money back. Doesn't feel too bad. I don't know, it's just when I test it and it's not doing like the sort of times that I'm hoping it should, it just makes me feel a little bit annoyed. But when I drive it like that, I guess it's okay. So, update on the Mini, new wheels and coilovers. It looks very nice. So my battery just died. Bit of an epic fail. Yeah, so it's been a day. It's really misty. Or was it foggy? I think this is more fog. So it was the same this morning. I'm just glad it cleared up nicely today. I had really good weather. My driver's side seat is still a little wet. Unfortunately, it's going to be raining tomorrow, so I can't go back and let it air out nicely and just try and get that odor out of it. But yeah, there's progress. So the driver's side seat needs to come out soon. I'm going to try and do it this week, see if anyone can fit me in, take the seat and my extra seat and just get that fixed up. Hopefully they can get it bolstered a bit better, just so that it can hug me. I must say, those seats, they are really decent for like stock. I think they're much better than the leather seats, because in the leather seats you were rolling around, sliding around in it, whereas the fabric just, like, you're not going anywhere, which feels really good. And you can go really low, like really low in those seats. So flip, man, I am so chuffed, so happy with it. So I'm going to spend another day or so just going over that car, taking all the parts that I want and need, and then I'm probably going to sell it. I don't know if I'm going to part it out or just sell it complete. Parting it out would probably be the best way to make money, but it's always when I'm coming through here, it's like there's just so much happening. So yeah, if I part it out I get more money for it, but there's also the loss of having to arrange for people to come around and fetch parts, which I'm not a big fan of. So if I can sell it complete, it would be ideal. I mean, it's a decent, really a decent body. I didn't check if there's any rust in it though, like on the floor, but with 160k and what I can see from the interior of the car is, like, if there was papers, I probably would have put a 16 valve in it or a V06. But yeah, my dad's not too keen on messing around with that. So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a bit of a different one. You know, it's not all about the power mods, and I've been wanting to do like these sorts of modifications for a while, and it really transforms the way the car drives. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you in the next one.